Thank you and good afternoon. This is Sam Vaughn for Sam Sports Report. Today is Monday, February 16th, 2026. This is Sam Vaughn. College basketball in the Manhattan. The biggest news coming from Manhattan yesterday is that Jerome Tang is out at Kansas State. They parted ways yesterday. One of those deals is that he will be paid $18 million, hopefully with bang with cause. Tries to fire coach with cause, and that will go into a long heated of contract talks, hiring lawyers, and all this stuff, and we'll see what happens there. Jerome Tang said these dudes do not deserve to wear this uniform. That is according to ESPN. While he was the one who recruited these players. So obviously these are his players. So I don't really know why he would say that. He chose the players. He had a great start to his coaching career at Kansas State and led to the Kansas State Wildcats to the Elite Eight. But since then has missed the NCAA tournament the last 3 seasons. And now Kansas State is looking to hire a new coach. Brad Underwood is one of them.
Shirts
is from St. Louis. He is one of them. Gerard Salou, St. Louis, who's had a great season, and we've been talking about them a lot. Brad Underwood from Illinois. I don't know why he would leave Illinois. He's got a really good situation in Illinois, and that's why I just don't see him leaving. I know he was a Kansas State graduate, but I just don't see him leaving this. Gerard
Calhoun
from Utah State. Trace Stevens from Miami of Ohio. Mike Boynton, Michigan. This is according to the Wichita Eagle. Eric Pastrana is also a candidate, Miami's assistant. Kansas State has struggled on the road in the first 9 games. Kansas State struggled on the road. Lost to Houston over the weekend. And that ends our podcast about Kansas State. They continue to struggle, and now, obviously, their coach is out. Kansas struggled on the road on Saturday, losing for the first time in 9 games, and that ended in an 8-game winning streak. It's led 21-20, but the Cyclones went on a 15-0 run and took a 14-point lead into the half, and that was the difference. Mostly, Iowa State did win by a lot, 74-56, but the 15-0 run cannot be forgot about. A 15-0 run is according to ChatGPT. Again, Iowa State wins 74-56 over Kansas. The Cyclones dominated the game in Hilton Coliseum. Iowa State jumped out to a strong lead, finishing the half up 32-7, going on a 20-7 run and to pull away in the second half. The Cyclones hit multiple threes the second half and forced 13 turnovers, helping them build a large lead. Mill and Mikovic scored 8 or led Iowa State in points. Kansas only shot 37% in the game. Kansas will play on the road against Oklahoma State Wednesday. Oklahoma State lost to TCU over the weekend. Mizzou finds themselves back out of the tournament as they lose another disappointing game to Texas. The problem was the free throw shooting and led to the difference in the game. Missouri is near the bottom at 67.4%, placing them 332nd in the country and continues to be a problem. The Tigers close, trailing after halftime, 33-31, but Texas dominated the second half, outscoring them 52-37 to help them pull away. Dalen Swain led Texas with 25, including 18 after the break. Matt Vasolzis added a double-double, 19 points, 10 rebounds for the Longhorns. For Missouri, Mark Mitchell and Jaden Stone got 16 points apiece. Missouri shot 26 of 38 from the free throw line. Meanwhile, Texas was excellent from 21 to 23. The Tigers faced foul trouble and struggled to contain Texas' inside game, allowing 40 points in the inside. The Missouri Tigers snap a 3-game winning streak and move to 17-8 and 7-5 in overall, and currently missing the tournament right now. Texas improves to 16-9 with an SEC victory. Mizzou is in solid shape overall to make the tournament, but are still slightly out of the tournament and impact the seeding. And maybe Missouri wins over Vanderbilt this week, which tips off at 8 o'clock. Vanderbilt is really good this season at 21-4. SLU continues their great season with a win over Loyola Chicago 86-59. Isaiah Sherman scored 14 to lead all scorers. Again, 86-59 was the score for the SLU game. The Illinois had a tough loss earlier this week, but was able to jump back on top with a win of 71-51. David McCormick scored 25. The Shawnee Mission Northwest grad finished with 18. This was on Sunday. Shawnee Mission North grad named Keaton Wagler scored 18 and met his average. Illinois wins again 71-51. Illinois plays USC. Tip is at 9. Tonight's game, Houston, Iowa State on Big Monday. Houston is coming off a win over Kansas State. The Iowa State Cyclones are coming off a win over Kansas. This has been another fantastic season for Houston and also a great season for Iowa State. This will be a big game. Players to watch out for: Emmanuel Sharp, who averages 17, and Michael
Milan Momcilovic.
He averages 18. Time is at 8. Houston is number 2. Iowa State is number 6. Iowa State to host. The Kansas City Chiefs will start their season with $54 million over the salary cap. A salary cap is a strict league mandate, which maximum amount team can spend each on the salary per set to $279.2 million. Went up this year, so that does help the Chiefs. But according to ESPN, the Chiefs are expected to release Jawan Taylor. The Chiefs are still expected to be $54 million over the cap this offseason. This will be a really hard place for the Chiefs to be, but will get their cap number down as they have no choice. The Chiefs will also look to acquire running backs, and also maybe to look for one in the draft. Could be even the first round, although other people want the Chiefs to draft a defensive end. We'll see where the Chiefs go in the draft. And obviously they'll add a defensive end in the offseason. The Chiefs did not get the amount of sacks they wanted this year. Tyreek Hill didn't answer the bell as a Dolphins receiver and is now released. Many numbers are having him re-sign back with the Chiefs, although it seems like a leap of faith for Kansas City to pay Tyreek Hill a lot of money when the Chiefs are still $52 million over the cap to begin the offseason. This is Sam Vaughn for Sam Sports Report.